We'll be now continuing directly from the previous nugget with this area where I want to put an edge loop around. It doesn't allow me to go that way, and it doesn't allow me to. Something is up with this polygon here. So let's see what's happening with this polygon. When we go to lists and we go to we scroll this, we can just move this a little bit up, and we select that polygon edges. By polygon, we don't have anything with more than 5 edges or with more than 5 points or vertices, so that's good. Let me see. We also didn't cut through there, so you'll see you're going to have to be very innovative and resourceful as you model, because as you change your shape and as you change your model, it influences other parts of your model. So, and for the life of me, I can't understand why. Let's just do it like so, and then I'm going to delete those lines. I'm just going to do this over. So if you messed up with me, we do it over together. Polygon, and then make. So. Okay, I think it's where I used the edge loop tool, but I didn't have a proper selection. So now we can put that edge loop in there, nice and tight, and in there as well. And I don't think we should do it at the bottom. It should stay sharp at the bottom. So let's just move that line up to make that just ensure your snapping doesn't mess you around. It will make you want to punch your screen sometimes. Alright, so now we've got that shape perfectly. And now that I've got nothing selected, I'm pressing U for unhide. So we're unhiding all the other stuff. That guy, do that. So now what we need to do is we need to connect these top parts so that this is like an actual volumetric piece of plastic. We don't have the same amount of geometry all around. Let's do the square. It's going to be much easier square. So that one for that one, that one for that one, that one for that one, that one for that one. So we need to add 6 lines on the outside guy on each side to accommodate the geometry of that inside bit. All right. Okay, so edge, add loop, both sides. And I'm just going to do it this way. Shift, shift, shift. So I'm adding more lines there to be able to meet up with those lines. Shift, shift, and I'm holding shift in. I'm saying shift because I'm holding it in to do that tool over and over again. So now I'm pressing 5 on my keyboard, and I'm selecting both of those two mesh items. I'm right click on in the items panel, and I'm saying merge meshes. Yes. So with 2 selected, or for vertices of edges, I double click both of those edge lines. I'm going to bridge, and I'll be bridging them. So now we've got that going there. So to keep the lines sharp at the top, we'll be adding a loop. Just scroll it and pinch it in nice and tight there. Let's 5%. No, not even 1%. Shift another one. Shift one there or two there, and like so. So that's at the top, and now we just need to do the bottom bit. But for that, what we're going to do is the inner bit. We're going to move up. So the selection is going to be a bit difficult. So what I'm doing is I'm selecting. I can actually do that on the inside as well. With two selected, I'm selecting that edge loop, and no, we have to do it this way. Select rather the edge loop around the outside and bring that in. Press Shift to release that tool, and then now we can, with one, select all those vertices on the inside. So now we've got all of them selected. Let's move all of them up quite a lot. And now we take this, let me just bring that model up. That's a model. Where is it now? Where is it now? Oh yeah. 5, click unhide. So from the right side, with vertices again, select all of those and move them to I'm actually causing problems with that inner bit, because I shouldn't have been using scaling or moving of those vertices. I planed them out now again by using the scale tool, like so. But I have to bring them. You see, I've got all of them selected along with that guy, which I don't want. I'm going to bring that guy down. It's actually because we're using the 3D. Let's just unroll a little bit more. I'm going to help us out here. I think that's what's been bugging my eye a bit, is the opacity is fooling me. So now we can see properly what's going on here. I think that it'll make a little bit sense for you as well. So we need to close that up so that when you look from the inside, or is it already? Let's just see. No, it's not. So select that edge loop and that bit of edges, and I wanted to use the automated tool again now to close those two holes, but what I'm going to do is I am going to do this. So if you've got that ring selected, click, when you see it highlights blue, keep your mouse still there and right click on it. Modeling operators, and then full quads. No. Okay, I'm going to be deleting these this edge loop at the bottom. And we need one here at this bottom as well. Add now, shift, add another one, press space, we can drop the tool. This loop, I'm going to press Z, click on it, and I'm going to be scaling it in. Actually, Control Z to undo that. Control Z, squared out. 2, select that, Z, and with scale it in just about to there. Now I'm going to add this loop all around, and I can add the same loop there. No, not both sides. Add loop, not both sides. So remember, if you enable a tool type and customize it, don't let it fool you around as you're going along. So we need to fill this hole to make this a watertight piece of plastic. So you click on fill quads, right click on when you selected the whole edge loop, and there we go. So now we've got a perfect like watertight cylinder. We still need to finish this bottom bit. So let me just focus down to there. I need to add a line there as well. Same story, full quads. Alright, so it might look a little bit weird. It's because we filled the quads straight out of this square. So what we'll be doing is, let's just get in there, press Z and scale and bring this in a bit, press shift and click on that, stop again. That can mess a guy around. The shift, if you move a little bit, so I'm rather going to drop the tool, say Z, click on it again and scale it in. And now we will be using the full quads there. It shouldn't have affected it at all. Something is up there with it lost. Let's just see where this is there's a why does that vertex not seem happy at all? For the cylinder part, we will have to do 2 videos. I don't want to go much further than
because I don't have enough lines to keep
a quarter of an hour per video. So we'll just carry on exactly where we left off in the next video.
well as,
This corner. And that corner there. Okay, So now now I can double click that whole ring and select the whole thing at once. No, not grow quads. Grow quads will bring it with quads one step closer to the center. That comes in handy when you do things like eyes and mouths. Full quads. All right, so that one is done, and now we just need to fold this bottom one, the second bottom one. So again, click all of those, and with Shift selected, just ensure that you've got the bottommost edge loop selected, and we have. So Z, click it, bring it in a bit, press Shift, go back to square view, and let's just tighten these edges. Like so. Okay, and you can bring it out maybe like so, and right click on it, full quad. See, that's also doing it that side. Doing these types of meshes can be a little bit tedious, where you want to have the glass effect or whatever. I'm going to delete all of those and add new ones through here, like so. Let's just see what that's doing. Now, add loop. And that's adding it to my outside, which is not good. See, it messed up that guy. So I would say that's about it. We're not going to focus. I'm not going to. We've got a little bit of problems here, but it's going to be so petty in the greater scheme of things that I'm not going to confuse this training with trying to get our mistake ironed out, because it's not going to make a big of a difference. At the end of the day, we want to render this thing out so that it looks like a real lighter. That's not going to stop us doing so. But when you do production work, obviously you can't just run ahead and do as you please. So once again, if we decrease the transparency amount on this, this should make much more sense now to you. Okay, so let's just get this top bit fitting properly. No, we need to create that black thing. So this is the end of this video, and I'm sure we are done completely with the cylinder, apart from the where we are going to cut it open again to UV map it, because we are going to put some plastic texturization, as well as the as I said, I've got one of them with me now. There is an indication of a molding mark at the back, and I think we should put the little mark that the mold left leaves. We should put that into the model, just for a little bit of more realism. So I'm looking forward to the next video. See you there.